Test, test. Let's go. We live. We are live. So guys, today we're diving into, let's just make sure we're live on YouTube. Yeah, we are live, guys. We are live. Cool. We're good to go. So today, we're gonna do our next batch of, we have the pill going. We're gonna do the next batch of wheat paste. Let's get it cracking. Today I'm doing barefoot because yesterday was just too crazy. I got so much on my socks, it was insane. Okay. So this pill's starting to shape up, honestly. Starting to look like a real pill bottle. And this is just part one of the, part two is gonna be the installation, doing it in the street. That's gonna be the crazy fun part. Okay. Now, I never thought paper mache was so, honestly, it's like so easy to use and it's really fast. Like if you want to do any type of prototyping, a sculpture or anything, paper mache is definitely the way to go. Honestly, so fast, so easy to apply. And you just do these strips. Honestly, they just go on pretty easily. I'm just doing the top of the bottle right now, and I'm gonna work my way down. I probably should start from where I left off yesterday, but oh, it seems like it cracked open yesterday. Interesting. So I guess it, it probably expanded yesterday, but there's a crack in the pill bottle that I'm gonna have to fix today. But that's nothing. Do as much as we can today with this. I don't like pausing. I like just moving forward always with everything that I do. So it's really important for me to, you know, whenever you, like speed is number one. Like any hesitation when you're making art, it just holds back the process so much. And then you never end up getting things done because you're overthinking everything. When I'm not thinking, that's usually the state of mind that I'm in when I'm really at my best, because I'm not thinking, I'm just doing. And I find discovery, you discover so many things, not only about yourself, about art, about anything, when you're moving fast with speed. When you're paying too much attention to the small details and things, you know, it overcomplicates life. You know, nothing's supposed to be too complicated ever. Like even with that, I just ripped a little piece of paper. Oh, smudge it on. Keep going. I'm gonna do the front of this so you guys could see what I'm doing. What's up, chat? So today we're making a pill bottle from paper mache. And this is the first time I'm ever doing paper mache, so I'm really showing you guys how easy it is to do paper mache. Obviously, you have to have the vision, you have to have the idea, but it's really not that complicated now that I'm starting. I'm just getting the form down, locked in. It takes a while to dry. It's not as fast drying as I thought it would have been. So it definitely takes about 24 hours to fully dry. But then you have a solid shape for like anything really, whether it's a prototype or right now we're just gonna do a pill bottle that we're gonna transform. Yesterday I got the label printed. It's super cool. I can't wait to show you guys. I'll show you guys on stream for sure. And I think working in real time, just showing the process, you know, no fear. Like anyone could have these ideas, but not everyone's me, you know? So that's the way I approach art. I don't really care if people take ideas. I think nothing is original ever. So everyone's gonna have their own interpretation of something. And it's funny, I was talking to a friend the other day, my friend Antium, and two of his friends were over for a barbecue. And we were talking about, like, they were asking, like, how do we define your art? And they're from Singapore. So they were asking, like, oh, like, how would you define your art? And I didn't know. And they defined it as marketing maximalism, which I thought was super interesting. I love that term, honestly. I think it's amazing. Marketing maximalism. So I'm a marketing maximalist, essentially. But yeah, this pancake mix, probably gonna have to make a second batch after this, but at least I'm gonna get a good amount of the top layer done, I think, with this. But yeah, it's definitely, it's a little tricky at first because you got to run your fingers through the actual mix. But once you get the technique down, it's pretty simple, honestly. But right now, I'm just making sure all this really sticks down to the top. I'm going in a circle, so I'm going to do these layers as a circle all around, and then I'm going to work my way down and then eventually end up at the end. But it seems like there's a tear, there's a break in the bottle part, and I might leave it because that might be where I'm going to cut up and take the paper mache off of the actual structure of the pill bottle. Because I have to take this off of the mold once it's done. So the cardboard part that you're seeing, like that's just the mold. So that's not gonna be there when I actually do when I actually take it off when it's done. And then I'm gonna have to wait until all that dries. It's a process, you know, it's not easy. But, you know, if I was to think too much about this, it would take 5 days to do, 6 days. But I'm saying, you know, I'm just sending it. I'm not thinking about it at all when I do it. I'm just going hard. I think that's what's important, you know? I like to always like just go crazy fast with things because the faster you go, I think the better it'll be. A lot of the times it's like graffiti with your tag. You know, you never want to spend too much time on your tag. You want your tag to be super fast, and the faster you could do it, the smoother the lines get. It's like the brush stroke when you're doing brush strokes with a paintbrush on canvas. You know, the smoother that it is, the better it's going to be, I think, always. So right now, I'm just gonna call this the pancake mix because that's really the exact consistency of it. That's how it feels. It just feels like pancake mix. And when I'm pulling the paper on the other side, I'm trying really hard not to rip it, because it seems like it could definitely rip pretty easily. Just want to get that, get the whole paper wet. Now it's kind of how I'm applying everything. Just making sure it's all cohesive. And I'm always pressing down on the next layer just to make sure like the paper's sticking to that layer. But yeah, I knew there was going to be some complications once I flipped it over. But I'm sure now you could see like the actual form. Like it's starting to really form now. The pill bottle. It's starting to look like an actual pill bottle. And that's the mold that I made anyways, but it was upside down yesterday, so it probably would have been pretty hard to see it as a pill bottle, but now that you see it, you can see, oh, okay, now I get it. And again, I'm just applying these thin layers of paper mache onto the surface, making sure they're stuck to the previous layer, because that's the most important part. And then I just keep moving these around. But yeah, this is gonna be really, really cool. But yeah, all morning I was on calls with toy manufacturers, because I'm trying to make a toy right now, or at least get the process started. It's not cheap, it's really, really expensive, and it's hard to do. So I'm trying to, I started 3 paintings yesterday that I'll do on stream, but I started the initial sketches for them. So they look really, really cool. But again, very, very lengthy process. I don't expect the toy making process to be short by any means. I think it's gonna take a long time, probably about a year. Usually I don't like to take that long on any projects that I do, but you're kind of required to with the toy. So it really has to be something that you love. It can't just be something random. And I'm pretty excited to get that process started. But with the toys, I think I finally got the character. It took me years to draw this character. I had to be confident in it. I had to feel as if it was a part of me. I had to feel as if this character was something that could live on forever. So that's really what's exciting me. If you were to ask me like what's exciting you right now, this toy venture that I'm doing is just unbelievably cool. I'm really enjoying the whole process of designing it. I have all the 2D stuff is done, but now I'm just kind of figuring out how it's going to look 3D. And even if I want to release a toy right away, maybe I want to do some street art and put these in the streets first, right? So I might go explore getting some prints done today. Who knows? But that's kind of where my mind's at with everything. But yeah, it's a really, really cool process. Okay, this seems to be pretty good. So yeah, we're moving pretty fast with this paper mache. I think today will definitely be done. Definitely be done, this paper mache thing. I want to move faster, but I feel if I move faster, I'll start ripping the paper and everything. So I'm just gonna go kind of at a chill pace and do it that way. But yeah, moving along pretty nicely here. It's crazy how you could just make things with paper, right? Like, who would have thought? Paper mache. It's a lot faster than what I assumed though, for sure. Like I just assumed like, oh, there's no way you could do, like, you could just stick paper together and it'll work like that, but here we are. So I got a little bit of a mess on that one. Let's see if I could maybe even use the excess on this one. Okay. So some of these are a little small, these paper mache pieces, but it is what it is. I'm not tripping. There you go. So in LA, you're always going to hear one of two things, either fireworks or gunshots. I hope that was fireworks. You never know though. Yeah, once this is dry, this is gonna look unbelievably cool. Super, super cool. I think I'm gonna add some water to this mix just because it's giving me a little bit of, it's like too pancakey now. It's like really liquidy. I mean, sorry, not liquidy, a little bit too solid. Yeah, I'm gonna go add some water to this. I'll be back in 2 seconds, chat. Okay, cool. Added some water. It's gonna go a lot faster, I feel now. It's just really hard when it's too much of like a pancake mix. I'm also gonna set this up right here so I can just dip and go. Okay. Boom. Yeah, like this now feels a lot easier, less clunky, less clumpy. Something I can just set on. Boom. Yeah, this is working way better now. Do it a lot faster. Maybe when I make the next batch, I'll throw on some music. Listen to some music. Not that I'm bored, just so we could listen to some tunes while I'm doing this. It could be cool. Okay. Okay, well that's a new technique. I think I just developed a new technique. So if I did both sides, just come in like this. Perfect. Okay. Now this is starting to be cool. Okay, awesome. Get some more. Cool. I love this process. Now it's starting to really shape up. This is cool. Oh. I probably have to start. Okay. Yeah, this is really shaping up. Really starting to look cool. Amazing. Love this. So I think it's a little bit easier when you have like slightly bigger pieces. They seem to adhere a little bit better to the structure, but I mean, it is what it is. So we're almost done the top now. That was pretty quick compared to yesterday, I think, to be honest, or the day before. Cool. Yeah, these are sick. We're getting to it. A few more strips and then the circle around the top is done. That's cool. It's almost like a full back workout when I'm doing this thing. It's insane. You don't feel like it's exercise, but then you take a break from it for 2 seconds and you're like, damn. So, a few more strips and then the top part, and we're done with this. Oh, I'm getting pancake mix everywhere. Not actual pancake mix, but you know. And I'm developing like newer and faster techniques like as I go along. So I'm thinking even like dipping my fingers in the mix might be the fastest way now. Like even faster than dipping the actual fabric. Fabric, fuck. You know what I mean. Yeah, and maybe at the end we do like a time lapse of this whole thing and how it was made. That'd be pretty cool. I think like 2 more strips or like 1 more big one. Probably 2 more strips. Yeah, 2 more strips. So that's 1. Boom, and then 1 more. And then we can start working on the circle on the top. I mean, we'll have enough pancake mix for like, probably a good portion of the whole entire thing. Maybe not the whole thing, but so I'm gonna put this on the ground, start doing the pancake mix with this. Okay, start popping this off. I'm telling you, full workout. Full workout with this shit. Cool. I mean, we're close to being done with this this top section, then we'll just move on to the bottom. Okay, one more decent sized piece, then we're done with the top, I believe. Cool. There you go. Okay, cool. So now we're done with the top. Now we're gonna move our weight down. How long is that? 30 minutes? Not too bad. Okay, cool. So now, I could probably do this sitting down, but I'm probably gonna do it on one knee. I'm gonna start just getting this all lined up. Might have to add a little bit of water to the mix again, but I think we should be fine. So now we're doing the complicated part. So this is a little bit more complicated because now this has to wrap underneath. And then also wrap above. So maybe I have to do it another way. I'm not too sure. Again, it's my first time doing this. I'm even thinking of doing, a cross would probably be the best way to do this section. Getting the ridge. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look at me. So doing cross pieces seems to be the way to get this done. Yeah, super interesting how this is shaping up, but seems to be the right way. See, there's no instruction books with art. Instructions are not included. Yeah, but it's crazy how every era of art is defined, every new era is kind of defined by a word or a new definition. Language is so important. But I love this whole concept of marketing maximalism. You know, if there's anything to define the artwork I'm doing, it kind of makes sense. Because I do incorporate a lot of marketing into my artwork. Okay. Yeah, this is like a full-blown workout, honestly. so calming just doing this paper mache thing. This is like meditation. It's like a meditation session. Love it. Okay, sick. Cool. Okay, almost done wrapping this. I think that's going to be the end of this batch, to be honest. Okay, a few more strips, we're good to go.